If you've made it this far, it's no coincidence. The guardian angels whispered to your heart for you to hit play. The universe aligned every detail to make sure this message found you today, at this very moment. Take a deep breath. Feel, because something greater is about to be revealed. God never leaves us without signs. He acts in silence, in the small shadows, in the memories that come rushing back when we least expect them. And before we move on, I want to ask you, where are you watching from right now? Today, your story intertwines with someone who has never truly left your inner life. Even though time has passed, even though paths have drifted apart, there is an invisible thread, weaving memories and emotions that remain alive. It's like a closed window that still lets a sliver of light through. This light doesn't blind, but warms, bringing the reminder that something still beats even in apparent silence. There is someone who, in secret, has carried you in their heart for years. Someone who perhaps has never been able to express in words everything they felt. A presence that has walked through life like someone holding a hidden photograph, an intimate portrait of what could not bloom. And now a sign arrives, an image, a captured moment that breaks the veil of forgetfulness. The past awakens, and it awakens with force. The guardian angels want you to know what seemed buried hasn't disappeared. There is an echo, an inner voice that insists on calling you back to an ancient truth. Do you know that feeling of walking down a street and suddenly catching a whiff of a familiar scent? It's no coincidence. It's memory. It's the soul trying to speak. And what's happening now is exactly that. A memory, a detail, a sign. This person has never stopped looking at you even from afar. They've never stopped feeling your absence, even though time has demanded silence. The heart kept in deep silence a love that did not know how to die. God is revealing in this moment that it's not just about longing, it runs deeper. It's as if this connection was written in the stars, and no matter how many detours there were, the line always returns to the starting point. You may have tried to convince yourself that you've forgotten. Perhaps you told yourself that life must go on, that the past doesn't return. But the universe doesn't operate solely on logic. It deals in mysteries. And the mystery now unfolds before you. This person has, in some way, never let go of your invisible hand. Close your eyes for a moment. Ask yourself, how many times, for no apparent reason, has a memory of this person come to you? How many times, in dreams, have you felt their presence? How many times has something simple, a song, a landscape, a photograph, made your heart race again? These are not coincidences. These are signs. They are memories that guardian angels use to touch your soul. Silence may hide many truths, but it never erases what is real. And what you both lived, even if just for moments, carries the weight of eternity. Today, the universe reveals that this person has desired you in silence for years. They kept that flame as one protects a precious secret. And now a photograph, whether in memory on social media or in a small detail, awakens everything that was dormant. It's like opening a trunk hidden in the attic and smelling the ancient perfume of memories. It's like hearing a forgotten song and realizing you still know the lyrics by heart. The past screams because it has not died. It has merely waited for the right moment to awaken. You might even ask yourself, why now? Why after all this time does this sign come to me? And the answer is simple, because now you are ready to understand. Before, perhaps maturity was lacking. Before, perhaps the pain was greater than the lesson. But now the universe shows that your soul can see beyond what the physical eyes reveal. This person, they feel, even in silence, even without words. Their heart calls out to yours, even if they don't know how to shout. And in this call, you are also touched. Because destinies that cross do not easily unravel, because true love knows no calendar. And in this moment, God whispers in your ear, nothing is lost. What is yours will never belong to another. Feel the power of this revelation. Feel how the universe moves to reignite an ancient flame, a flame that has never gone out. I ask you, has there ever been a time when out of nowhere an intense memory emerged that felt real once again? Write in the comments, because your words may echo in the heart of someone who also needs to hear this. The signs don't stop. And you are at the center of this revelation. A story kept silent is about to move once more, but we need to talk about what weighs heavy, about the silence, about the distance, about the indecisions that built walls between you. This person, who kept so much inside, also lost themselves in shadows of fear. Silence was the way found not to expose themselves, not to get hurt, not to confront what their heart was shouting. And it is in this silence that you also felt the void. Distances don't always mean there is no love. Many times they simply mean fear. Fear of not being enough. Fear of causing pain. Fear of facing feelings greater than reason can bear. And this fear creates distance. Distances that hurt because they are not natural. It's like trying to silence the song of a bird that was born to fly. It's like trying to extinguish the flame of a candle that insists on lighting up. This person didn't pull away because of a lack of feeling. They pulled away because they didn't know how to handle the intensity. And you may have interpreted this silence as rejection, but the angels want you to know it was not rejection. It was cowardice disguised as silence. How many times have you felt afraid to admit what you were feeling? How many times did you hold back tears to avoid showing weakness? This person did the same. They held back, swallowed their words, hid behind excuses. And in that process, they hurt you. Not because they didn't love you, but because they didn't know how to love freely. However, God does not allow true love to be lost in the shadows. He waits for the right time to reveal what was hidden, and this is the time when the signs begin to shout. You still feel that presence today because the bond was not severed. The distance didn't destroy the truth that exists between you. And no matter how much the silence hurts, it also holds answers. The conflict burning at this moment is exactly that. A love held too tightly, a desire hidden too deeply, a silence too heavy. But silence is not forever. It is merely a bridge, a pause between chapters. And here I want to create space for you to reflect. Have you ever felt that someone distanced themselves from you out of fear rather than a lack of love? Share your answer in the comments, because your experience might illuminate others. The angels say that this story is not over, that this silence, as hard as it is about to be broken, that the shadows cannot suffocate the light that insists on shining. And perhaps you ask, but why wait so long? Because there are souls that need to mature to understand their own love, because there are encounters that only happen when life has taught enough. This person has carried you in secret for years, and now something is awakening. A photograph, a memory, a sign, and everything comes rushing back. The past is not coming back to hurt, it is returning to heal, and this is where the script of this story reaches its most delicate point. The silence that hurt can transform into words that free. The distance that separated can become the path to reconnection. The indecisions that have paralyzed you can give way to true choices. You stand before a portal, and the universe asks, are you ready to cross it? Now, make silence within yourself. This is the moment when the heart needs to listen more than the ears, because the guardian angels are near and they ask for your attention. What will be revealed now is not for everyone. It is for you who has been called here. It is for you who feels something in your chest that you cannot explain. It is for you who carries an old longing, an absence that still hurts, a love that has never let itself die. Yes, that person thinks of you, more than they admit, more than they allow themselves to acknowledge. They think about you when they wake up. They think about you when they lie down. They think about you when silence becomes louder. And even when they try to distract themselves, something always brings them back to your memory. This feeling is not small. It is not fleeting. It is not just anything. It is deep. It is from the soul. It is destiny. But there is a struggle happening within this person. A fight against pride, against fears, against the shadows that life has created around the heart. The angels reveal, this person holds you like someone keeps a precious secret, a hidden treasure, something that cannot be shown, but gives strength to carry on. And now the universe starts to pull the invisible strings that bring you closer once again. A photograph that appears, a sudden memory, an unexpected encounter, signs that at first glance seem like coincidences, but they are not. God does not play with feelings. He works with purpose. And when he allows the past to start shouting again, it's because something greater is being prepared in the future. Imagine the scene, you walking alone believing the road has ended, and suddenly a light in the distance, small but steady. This light is the confirmation that nothing has been lost. That person has not disconnected from you, no matter how much the silence has hurt, no matter how final the distance seemed. The bond remains. The heart still calls, and with each passing day that call grows stronger. This silence becomes unbearable, because love that is not expressed turns into a burden, and this burden can no longer be carried for much longer. That's why the signs are intensifying now, because the time for revelation is approaching. This person thinks of you when they see places that remind them of your story. They think of you when they feel their heart is empty. They think of you when they try to move on but discover they can't. And you? You feel it too. You feel it in your body. You feel it in your soul. You feel it in the little things that seem trivial, but carry the mark of destiny. How many times, for no apparent reason, has a memory come to your mind with force? How many times have you dreamed of this person and woken with your heart racing? How many times have you felt that someone was thinking of you, even without any logical explanation? These are signs. Don't ignore them. Silence speaks too. Do you believe in this? Write in the comments, because your response could pave the way for another soul that needs to believe. The angels are showing that nothing has been in vain. All the time, all the waiting, all the silence. Everything was preparing for the meeting. The universe doesn't act quickly, but it acts perfectly. And at this very moment, invisible strings are being pulled to bring you and this person close again. The revelation is clear. This story is not over. And God still has pages to write. No strong wind can extinguish the flame that arises from the soul. No distance breaks a bond that God has written. No silence is eternal when love is true. What you feel is not an illusion. It is not a delusion. It is not chance. It is spiritual. It is deep. It is real. This connection is a seed that has never stopped existing. For years it has been nurtured by silence. For years it has been hidden in the shadows. But seeds, even buried underground, remain alive. And in the right time, they sprout. And they become trees that no one can uproot. You have been chosen to live this revelation. And the choice isn't just about human love, it's about divine love. It's about understanding that you are part of a greater purpose. That person who has held you for so long is now being awakened. Dreams are repeating, memories are intensifying, the heart is restless, and you are called to trust in God, to trust in the universe, to trust that what is yours will not be lost. Imagine a road that splits in two. For a long time you walked on different sides, but now the road is coming back together. And when your eyes meet again, you will understand that nothing has been in vain. You will realize that the tears were seeds, that the waits were invisible prayers, that the silence was just the pause before the song. The universe whispers, trust, wait, love. Because what is true always returns. And when it returns, it will not be to repeat old pains. It will be to heal. It will be to blossom. It will be to bring peace where there once was doubt. This is the promise that the angels place in your heart. This is the poetry of God. This is the truth that transcends time and shadows. No distance erases what was born from the soul. No shadow overcomes the light. No silence erases what has already been written by fate. You are part of this story, and this story is not over. Now that you've heard this message, take a deep breath. Feel the peace, feel the hope, feel the love of the angels surrounding you in this moment. This is not just a message to watch. It's a sign. It's a call. It's a confirmation that you are not alone. I want to invite you to participate in this energy. Write in the comments, which word from this message resonated with you the most? It could be hope. It could be silence. It could be destiny. It could be another word that touched your soul. But write it down, because when you write, you manifest. And when you manifest, you also send light to others. If this message touched your heart, give it a like. This simple gesture helps the energy to expand. It's like lighting a candle in the dark. Each like is a flame that illuminates another lost heart. And share this video. You never know, maybe someone you love needs to hear this exactly today. Through your gesture, you could be the sign that the angels want to send to them. And if you want to keep receiving messages like this, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. That way, you'll never miss the next revelation. Because whenever you feel nostalgic, whenever your heart feels tight, whenever you need an answer, there will be a message here for you. Remember, no distance can erase what is true. The universe always realigns hearts that seek each other, and you are never alone. God and the angels walk by your side. Until the next message, may peace be in your heart, and may true love always find you.